Today we're at Interstate Batteries on Acoma right here in Lake Havasu City. I want you to meet Jeff Rands, who's the owner. How long have you been part of this Interstate Batteries here in Havasu?
Well, you know, that's kind of an interesting question. My family's been part of the battery business for the past 30 years, so this was part of my father's territory. And about a year ago, he started saying, gosh, you know, I might want to shrink down the size and get closer to retirement, I think, and asked me if I'd be interested. So about a year ago, I decided that, yeah, you know, let's make the move and move to Lake Havasu.
And where did you come from?
We came from Salt Lake City.
Okay, so kind of keeping it in the family. So this is a family, locally owned and run business, right?
That's correct.
Okay. And we're going to meet the rest of these people that work here too, meet Jeff's whole crew. And now tell me a little bit about Interstate Batteries. You kind of that has a very national, very big, visible recognition kind of name.
You know, Interstate Batteries is one of those really cool companies. It started about 50 years ago with a guy that decided to sell batteries out of the back of his Studebaker pickup truck. And he decided that, gosh, he really liked selling batteries. And I think he was in the aviation business before that. And so he said, okay, well, I'm going to start selling batteries. And right around then is when the interstates started to happen in the U.S. And so he said, hey, I'm going to brand myself with that. Quickly, he identified that he wasn't going to be able to service the entire country. And so he set up distributorships, which is similar to a franchise. Okay. But it's independently owned companies. So there's 300 guys that are independent guys like myself, small business owners that comprise the whole interstate battery system. And so we all work together and buy the same product and guarantee everyone's warranty across the country so that as a system it seems seamless, but really it's all very small local owned businesses.
Oh, but they're all kind of linked together somehow. So if I buy a battery here and I'm traveling wherever, not just throughout the state, but throughout the country, I can go into another interstate battery and they'll take care of me?
You can actually go to any interstate battery. There's over 300,000 dealers in the country. In fact, our warranties are even guaranteed in Canada and Puerto Rico, but you might have a little bit of trouble driving there. But really, it's a great system where we guarantee everyone's warranty, and it's different than you might see at some parts houses where you have to have your receipt, you have to have bought it from them for them to warranty it. Right. With us, we do it off the battery. The battery has a date code stamped into it from the factory of when it was made. And so if you don't have your receipt, hey, we can be within a month or two of when the battery was created. And if you have the receipt, we obviously will always go by the receipt, even if it's not my receipt. The main purpose of this location is a distribution hub for the Mojave County. So we go and we service Kingman, we go and service Bullhead, we go and service Parker, and all the towns in between, as well as Lake Havasu. So that's the main reason that we're here. We have a couple of route trucks that go out, and so if you go to your local garage and you see a rack of interstate batteries, we got it there. Now, also, what we do is we get batteries back and we go through and do a pretty rigorous testing process on them to find out, gosh, is it really bad? Is there something wrong with it? And based off that data, we're able to send it back to Johnson Controls, the largest battery manufacturer in the world, and say, okay, here's the data that we found, and that comprised with the 300 other distributors, we're able to make a better product. So we actually take all that data and put it together, and they're able to say, gosh, okay, we should make some modifications so that they last longer or the warranty's better.
Okay. Wow. Sounds like you know your batteries.
Well, I might know a few things about batteries.
Okay. This is Brenda. Brenda, what do you do here at Interstate?
I am the office manager here at Interstate. So when an invoice comes in, I create an invoice. I answer the phone calls. And I take care of a lot of the paperwork on a day-to-day level.
You pretty much run the show here, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
So if we're calling here, you're the one we're going to be talking to, correct?
Yes.
Right now, let's give us your phone number.
It's 928-453-7511.
Okay, so if we have any questions, we can give you a call. Like if we're not sure if you have the battery we want to replace, we give you a call?
So let's say you are having problems starting your car and you get that noise when you go out in the morning. So you call, you say, I have this type of car and it's this year, then I can give you information over the phone and let you know what type of battery it is, how much it would cost to replace it, and so forth and so on. We have some accessories in here, jump start equipment. So let's say you travel a lot, and so that if your battery fails, you can jump start it if you're out on the highway in the desert somewhere here, because we have a lot of desert area. And we have alkaline batteries for devices that you might have, you know, your stuff that you carry in your car, all those toys when we're on long trips. We carry accessories and battery fillers. You can get your battery tested, get your Interstate battery taken care of. So you can stop by anywhere displaying the Interstate logo. Come in, get your battery tested. We'll test it for free.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if you're not sure, we can swing by right on Acoma, just swing around the back into one of the bays, and the guys will check it out for us?
Yeah, Mike, very friendly. A lot of you know Mike. He'll test it, Travis, or Ken.
Okay, and now we're going to meet Mike. Mike, tell me what you do here at Interstate.
I install and service the batteries and make sure they're good and rotates and things like that, you know.
Rotate. Tell me about rotating a battery. How do I know I'm getting a good fresh battery? How do I know how old it is?
Well, when our guys go out into the field, they'll check the date on the battery. If it's more than 3 months old, they'll bring it back. Then that comes into the shop, and then we do what we call a rotate. And we check and charge it, stamp it, rebag it, and then we send it out as a fresh battery.
Okay, so you're in charge of rotating those batteries so we know we get a fresh one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. What special precautions should we take with batteries? Because the heat's bad on a battery, isn't it?
Well, yeah, the main thing is to buy a good battery, and that's an Interstate battery, and then you'll probably be okay with that then, you see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that solves our problems then. Be sure to buy an Interstate battery.
Yes.
Thanks, Mike. Ken with Interstate Batteries.
I'm a route manager. I cover the tri-state area. I don't do really any local stuff, just mainly out of town. Deliver batteries to several different accounts. We rotate the inventory, make sure that their inventory is current and up to date. We travel out as far as Dolan Springs and up above the mountains in Kingman and Bullhead and Fort Mojave and all those areas.
So you're just making sure that each location has all the batteries that they need.
Yes, yes, and make sure their inventory is correct, and if they need different batteries in stock, we go ahead and add those to their inventory so they don't lose sales on the different vehicles that are coming out nowadays. And batteries are failing in the newer vehicles, and a lot of the batteries have changed.
Oh, really? Boy, this battery business, you got to know what you're doing.
You do. You got to understand that there's a lot of batteries, and all the vehicles take different batteries. So, you know.
And RVs and boats and everything, and race cars. So most of the time you're in that truck driving, correct?
Yes, I am. I drive.
Do you drive like Kyle Busch?
No, people drive like Kyle Busch into me. We sponsor about 10 different drivers out here at the local racetrack. We do a lot of sponsorship for a lot of different events in town.
Well, keep up the good work, and we appreciate you. We'll be looking for your truck out there. If we see you, we'll wave.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Ken. Well, we've met Jeff and Brenda and the whole crew here at Interstate Battery. This is a great place.
Well, thank you.
You love working here, don't
I
you?
like it a lot.
Yeah, I'd like to think it's a great place. You know, we really enjoy what we do here, and you know, what's really fantastic is that we've been able to become part of the community and join into a lot of different community events. And so, you just really the community embraced us, and we've embraced it back. So it's been really nice. So it's a lot of fun.
Okay, great. Well, we hope you're here for many, many more years, and we need to tell everybody if you're out there traveling, whether it's a boat, RV, car, SUV, you probably any kind of vehicle, look for the Interstate Battery sign if you need help with your batteries anywhere in the U.S., right?
That's right. And if you're not sure where the closest one is, you can always call 1-800-CRANK-IT, and they'll direct you to the closest dealer so that you don't have to really be looking around and hunting. They'll do that for you.
Oh, that's excellent. So you might not always get Brenda, but you get somebody that'll help you, right?
That's true. And they're very friendly.
Thanks so much, you guys. Really appreciate it. If we need to know anything about batteries, I think you should check out Interstate Batteries right here on Acoma.